What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 55, season 4 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
That's me, Chad. That is me. I am the man that games with a first name that is Jmack. How are you today, Chad?
I'm good. How are you?
Chad, you seem quiet and sad today. What's wrong?
I'm not quiet or sad. I'm just here, just vibing, and about to enjoy some good old Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I didn't even pick where I'm gonna be.
Well.
Oh no, where was I last week? Spokane? Oh, don't look at that. Mid north. Mid north. What would that fucking Great Lakes? Come here, baby. We're going to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, the Mecca. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's start off Monday Night Raw with a pre-show.
Real quick.
What's up?
Share your screen, please.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Joey Matthews Carver Show, Chad.
From the pre-show, an epic pre-show.
Yeah, maybe I have you quiet. Don't touch anything. Don't ruin your microphone.
I'm not. I'm literally not doing anything.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Joey Matthews defeats Carl Rougeau in 747 with a pinfall. That's a big finishing move right there.
Oh, he busted out the pinfall?
Dude, he busted out the pinfall tonight, Chad.
Wow.
That he did. We move on our other pre-show match of the night, JBL fucking and Travis Tomko. Tomko, 27. JBL.
A cigar in his mouth?
Yeah, baby.
Love that.
What do you mean is that a cigar in his mouth? He's the wrestling god. Of course he's got the cigar in his mouth. What other gods don't smoke?
Good for JBL.
Good. What'd he do?
Just picked up a win. And smoked a cigar while doing it. So he won and looked cool doing it. That's like the ultimate. That's like the ultimate villain, Justin.
The ultimate villain.
Yeah, because not only is he
he's
a villain,
a good guy.
He looks cool. He looks cool. Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, good guys don't smoke.
Well, that's a good thing. That's just a prop.
Oh, is that one of those candy cigars?
No, it's real.
Oh.
But we don't. Milwaukee actually has a fire hazard issue, and we're no one's allowed to light fires in the whole city of Milwaukee, and that includes lighters and cigarettes and cigars. So it's just there for visuals, you know. It's not an actual lit cigar.
Yeah, we all just imagine what it would look like if it was lit.
I don't even know what that is because I don't smoke. What is that? What is a cigar?
What is a cigar?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, we start off Monday Night Raw. We start off Monday Night Raw with the recap of the piss palace last week, is what Kurt Angle's been calling it.
They dumped piss on him.
Oh my God, he's got piss all over him. Where we saw Kurt Angle dump a gallon of piss all over the boss, Vince McMahon, and we start off Monday Night Raw with Vince McMahon coming out pissed off. And there's a couple people in the ring dressed in lab coats with like beakers and bullshit like that, and there's a little voting booth right in the middle of the ring, and Vince McMahon says he was in the ring and he got pissed on last night, and the fans are laughing. He says, "That's not funny. Y'all better shut your damn mouths." And he says, "You know what? When he gets pissed on, he had an idea come to his head, right, Chad? Yeah. He had an idea. He had a thought that this piss tastes and smells funny, Chad.
Ew.
This piss tastes a little out of the ordinary. This
doesn't taste like the usual piss I taste.
This doesn't taste like my all-natural piss. This tastes like a little juiced up piss. A little substance piss. A little steroid piss." And he demands Kurt Angle to come out here and take a piss test, Chad.
Oh, no.
Because he thinks the piss that was dumped on him was tainted.
This is a gross feud.
know it's fun when DX in real life drops shit all over him, but I can't do piss.
That's gross too.
Everyone laughed.
I
balls
laughed.
and shit. But
I
do
laughed
it. It's, Justin's a piece of shit.
I never said that. I just said it was gross.
That's the same thing. You laughed at that, laugh at this.
I did laugh at this. I laughed at it last week.
Let me hear a hearty laugh out of you, Chad.
I don't know how Jeff Hardy laughs.
I genuinely, the applications for a new co-host are in the Discord, please.
I just said I didn't know how to do a Jeff Hardy laugh.
I said Hardy.
Yeah, and I don't know how to do a Hardy laugh.
Well, yeah, you should. It's like, he's brought it up with steroids, too.
I could do want me to try a broken Matt Hardy laugh?
No. Just do a 2004 Matt Hardy laugh.
Okay, ha ha ha! Is that better?
I made you, CM Punk. You motherfucker. All right. Kurt Angle comes out and he gets the microphone and says, This is a joke, Vince. I've been drug tested. I'm an Olympic gold medalist. I won the gold medalist with a broken freaking neck. You think they didn't drug test me through everything? You drug tested me 2 weeks ago, Vince. Get in the fucking booth. And Kurt Angle says, all right. Goes in there. Does his thing. Comes out with a little cup of piss. The scientists, they grab it. They test it. All right, they test it.
That they do.
And it says negative. And Vic McMahon says, what the hell? That thing's got to be broken. And he grabs the little cup of piss. And Kurt Angle says, no, that's not broken. And he slaps the cup of piss right into Vince McMahon's face.
Ew.
Dude. It's disgusting, but it's so funny.
My
eyes. And Kurt Angle
piss in my eyes.
And then Kurt Angle slams Vince McMahon through the lab in the voting booth, and the fans cheer as Kurt Angle.
You drank piss.
This is so fun. This is so fun, Chad. I tried to do a spiced up angle, and all you says, ew.
I like it. It's fun. It's gross, but it's fun.
Dude, I'm gonna start lighting people on fire again.
Do it,
pussy. But move on, Chad. We go immediately backstage where the cameras catch Dean Malenko and Bryan Danielson fighting all over the arena. All over it. Backstage. They fight in the parking lot. They fight in the catering arena, a little area. They fight in the locker room. They fight in the interview space. They fight fucking in where the Milwaukee Bucks have all their trophies, which in 2002 are zero.
Are zero.
Dean Malenko chokes out Bryan Danielson with a Lou Alcindor jersey. Bryan Danielson lights a fucking Oscar Robertson jersey on fire and hits Dean Malenko with it.
No.
That's all the sports stars Milwaukee has in 2002. Can you name another one, Chad?
No.
Come on. You don't know fucking MLB player Ben Sheets?
Nope.
Google Ben Sheets, Chad.
I don't want it.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. You're no fun anymore.
I mean, I don't think I would have Googled Ben Sheets even back in the day.
We start off our semifinal of the Devon Storm Invitational. It's Test and Orlando Jordan. And Orlando Jordan continuing that run. And he may have lost to Alex Wright, but he, in a tournament, is undefeated as he defeats Test in 8-18 with a black ice. If Orlando Jordan can be ever so lucky for King of the Ring to come back, he might win it all.
I was gonna say that's what if you're Orlando Jordan, that's what you need to hope for.
Yeah, that's what I need to hope for. I need to hope for Orlando Jordan to win King of the Ring. Big win for Orlando Jordan. A good effort from Test, but he just couldn't put away Orlando Jordan.
I'd give that Test about a C-, I would say.
Are you a teacher?
Yes.
Oh, congrats, Chad.
Yeah, thank you.
You make no money. We move.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's not funny. It's the educational
That's
system.
not. No, they're critically underpaid.
So am I. Edge and Christian and the United Empire of Canadians. Team Moose are backstage. And Ruckus and Lance Hoyt are back. And Edge and Christian, they give them an ultimatum. They got to win tonight. And if they can win tonight, fuck it. On the Raw Super Show next week, they'll give them a title shot. And Jericho and Teddy Hart and Dylan Martin and Gabriel Burton are like, what? Come on. Like, you guys are the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. You're going to give a title shot to Ruckus and Lance Hoyt? So, yeah, why? Come on. It's just fucking games. They're not going to win. They're not going to, even if they win the night, they're not going to beat us. Come on now, guys. Put your hands in. 1, 2, 3. Oos. They do the oos. Ruckus and Lance Hoyt. They got a match tonight. If they can win, they'll take on Edge and Christian next week for the tag team belts. We move on. We have I got a new debuting tag team, Chad, up next.
Ooh.
They come out, music of a high school band starts playing, and out come two dudes in Letterman jackets. Out coming to the ring, we'll introduce you to Charlie St. Hubbins and Timmy Pulver. Now, let me tell you about these two guys as they make their way down to the ring. These guys are no slouches in the ring. They're two fine athletes because St. Hubbins and Mr. Pulver, they might be old, but 15 years ago, they led Minnesota, their little high school in Minnesota, to the high school championship where they, as a quarterback and wide receiver duo, had 250 yards and 2 touchdowns combined over in the air. And they led their team to the state championship, the state title, Chad.
Ooh.
But they really just couldn't get out of that hometown. You know, they really couldn't leave their hometown.
Yeah, they were studs in high school, not really good enough to make the college career of it, though.
No, not really. And they stuck around. But they did share a love outside of football, and that was professional wrestling. And that has led them here as they have their opening, I guess a little tryout match here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as they're taking on Roland to Paris. How come? Charlie St. Hubbins and Timmy Pulver. And they get the job done. Hometown Heroes defeating Roland to Paris in 7:49 when Timmy Pulver hits Air Paris with that prime time slam, Chad.
Nice.
Timmy Pulver.
Welcome to Raw.
Welcome to Raw. Charlie St. Hubbins and Timmy Pulver. Looking at those two pictures, could you tell me who they are, Chad?
No.
Well, Timmy Pulver got a 62. Does that help?
No.
Perfect. Good. That's what it needs to be. We move on. We got another match, Chad, in the other side of the bracket. Scott Studd and Scott Vick. And Scott Vick let his good friend down once again. Scott Studd defeats him. That was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Vick winning. Doesn't matter. Scott Studd wins in 11:36. And he will move on to the final of the Devon Storm Invitational, where it will be Scott Studd and Orlando Jordan next week on our Raw Super Show.
Damn. Well, if I know anything about tournaments, Orlando Jordan will be victorious.
Yeah, hopefully. We move on as we continue. Fig continuously calling somebody. What the hell was that?
No.
My neighbor was putting his speaker in. I heard the aux cord go. Fig he keeps calling him. It keeps going to voicemail. And he's getting frustrated, and he throws his phone. He throws his phone out of frustration, and it hits Scott Steiner in the back of the head.
No. Who threw that fucking phone at me?
And he turns around, and he looks at Fig, who's hiding in a bush. And Fig just says, oh, shit. And he zooms out of there. And Scott Steiner flips the table. He's pissed off. And China has to calm him down. And kisses him and says, no, look, that pipsqueak ain't nothing. Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about him.
I'm gonna rip his arms off and bury a hole for him with his own arms. He couldn't figure out what to say there, Chad. He was really struggling.
Listen, it's because if you take a phone to the dome, you're going to be rattled
The
too.
phone to the dome.
Yeah.
That rhymed, Chad. No, it didn't.
It kind of did. It sounded similar, I guess.
Oh, well, here we go, Chad. Ruckus and Lance Hoyt, they defeat the Basham brothers in 1454 when Ruckus taps out Danny Basham. The Basham's problem, they're like Kirk Cousins, man. They can win those opening matches on Raw, but when the lights are shining bright and it means something, they just can't get it done. Just can't get it done. And Ruckus and Lance Hoyt win. And they will...
They just don't have that clutch gene.
They will... Well, yeah. Ruckus and Lance Hoyt, though, move on to face Edge and Christian next week for the tag team championships. A lot of young talent coming up from TNA in the last few weeks, last few months actually, competing for titles. Is this just a showcase of how good TNA actually is, and and that the main roster should not really turn their back on them?
Perhaps. I mean, it definitely shows that the future's in good hands, at least, right?
Yeah. We don't need a fucking reality show to showcase how good our talent is. They just come on and make a name for themselves.
Whatever. At least we actually had a tournament or a game and not just said Orlando Jordan won.
Yeah, he did win.
He did win.
I can't book what that goes down there.
That's why I booked it on TV.
You don't.
And Tough Enough has been a very
very, very prominent showcase of WCW this year.
Yes.
Fucking Kali Holly not showing up on Nitro for 2 weeks. We move on. Well, yeah, but he was a Nitro guy.
True.
We move on, Chad.
We move on.
Ooh. Chigusa Nagayo may have strained her bicep in this match, but her and Lita, they went all out. A brawl to the ages, and it ends in a double disqualification after Linda Miles and Toshi Yamatsu come in and start beating the opposite person up. And, those four women are just going at it. And shut up, Michael. And the cage starts lowering down, Chad, as the fans get excited because next week we get that tag team cage match. The Raw Super Show just gets a little bit bigger. Is it Linda Miles and Lita taking on Team Toshi of her and Toshi Matsu and Chigusa Nagayo? This Raw looking it's massive, Chad. It's massive because
listen. It has to be. It's a big occasion.
It's a Raw Super Show. We're getting a World Championship match, a Tag Team Championship match. This match right here, the final of the Devon Storm Invitational, and much more to come later on that week. It's going to be a massive show. All the stars are going to be there, Jen.
That's going to be exciting.
Like Mike Modano. He's a Dallas star.
Yeah.
I love making sports references.
Nowitzki.
He's a Dallas Maverick.
He's a sports star.
No, I was talking about the ice hockey team, the Dallas Stars.
Oh.
Could you name one Dallas star?
No.
Take a guess, and we'll pretend he is a Dallas star.
From 2004?
Any time in real life.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky was never a Dallas star.
He could have been.
He was retired at this point, so no, he couldn't have been.
Well, in this universe, he came out of retirement.
Do you think? Okay, let's run with the storyline when the great one came back for a fucking final run to run with Dallas.
Yeah,
I like it. We move on. As announced on WWE.com. I hope you were keeping up with WWE.com, Chad.
Well, I never tune out of WWE.com.
So, what's the main event tonight, then, Chad?
What's the main event?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was announced at WWE.com.
What is it?
That's going to be Triple H versus Randy Orton.
No, tonight the main event announced on WWE.com. It's Triple H and Randy Orton taking on Booker T and Alex Wright.
A tag team match.
A tag team match, Chad. And Randy, look, he's just trying to talk to Triple H. He's trying to game plan with him. It's a big match, and Triple H has none of it because he is too pissed off. He's infuriated right now with Booker T and Sean Morley that he's not even listening to Randy Orton. And Randy Orton grabs him on the shoulder. He's like, Hunter, what the fuck? And Hunter just turns around and stares at him. Randy, I don't care if you are the fucking third member of the Orton family. I don't care if you're the proclaimed. If you ever touch me again, I will beat the shit out of you. I will end the bloodline of the Ortons right here, right now.
There will never be another Orton.
There will never be a Bob Orton Jr., brother. Big main event tonight. As we move on, I think we got a match here, John. It's a match I've been really excited for. Really excited. I think it's our co-main, actually, to be honest with you.
Ooh, listen, I'm excited. If you're excited about it,
we saw this man in action last week, and he's in action again. As it's Jushin Liger taking on Ian McGregor. And at a great 85, Jushin Liger defeats Ian McGregor in 16:26 with a showtime. Ian McGregor got a 70.
He's getting there.
Who is this kid? I don't know.
The black and white fright, Ian McGregor.
The black and white fright, Ian McGregor, comes to the ring. He's just a good in-ring worker.
You should have him team with the people who peaked in high school, and his gimmick is that's just his high school yearbook picture.
That's the
from
coach.
Back in yes,
That's the coach. Coach McGregor in the Hometown Heroes.
Hometown Heroes.
Jushin Liger defeats him, though. And then after the match, is on the microphone. He says, look, I spent too much time not doing much here in the Fed. I signed here with one dream of mine, and that's to win the world championship. I've done everything else. I've won the light heavyweight championship. I fought. I almost won the King of the Ring. I won tag team gold. But now it's only one thing on my mind, and that's that world heavyweight championship. And what better way to win that belt than the main event of WrestleMania? And he says he's going to win the Rumble, and he's going to go to WrestleMania and fight for that belt, Chad.
I believe it.
Jushin Liger made a mistake in that promo. Did you catch that?
No. What did he say?
He said he was a tag team champion. Never won the belt.
Never won the belt.
I don't know why he said that, Jen. What a flub on Jushin Thunder Liger.
Because he's a liar.
He's a fucking...
Jushin Thunder liar, more like it.
Jushin Thunder liar. We move on our main event tonight, Jen.
God, is his name even Jushin?
No, it's Bill.
Damn.
It's Bill.
Billy Thunder Liger.
I'm going to rename him Billy Thunder Liger. I just had this just reminds me of a dumb story. My coworker, not a big beer drinker, had his first Michelob Ultra a couple days ago, and he looks at us like during build because he had the night prior. He's like, Justin, I love those Michael Miguel's or whatever you gave me. I said, you mean Michelob Ultras? He said, yeah. So we keep calling them the Michael Miguel's now. The Michael Miguel Ultras.
I love that.
I don't think he didn't do it on purpose. I'm just like, hey, that's not. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
You're like, what did I give you?
We move on our main event. I don't drink. Randy Orton and Triple H taking on Booker T and Alex Wright. Chad, who do you got?
Oh, I've got Booker T and Alex Wright.
I went back and forth on how I was going to book this match, especially 6-7 days away from this Randy Orton Alex Wright match, Jen.
Okay,
main event. But this match all comes down to Triple H is in the ring with Alex Wright. No, I'm gonna lie. It's Randy Orton and Booker T are in the ring, Chad. Sorry, Chad. And Booker T and Randy Orton comes in because Triple H just hit a spine buster. And he falls back with his momentum into the corner. And Randy Orton taps himself in. And he's not, and Triple H, not happy about that. Just stays in the ring. And the referee comes over and has to escort Triple H out of the ring. And while that's going on, Sean Morley comes in. That little rat. And he DDTs Booker T. And Randy Orton being the little piece of shit he is, just lets it happen. Lets it happen. Alex Wright jumps off the apron and chases Sean Morley out of the ring. And Randy Orton picks up Booker T, RKOs him really fast. And that's the pin. That's the... Oh, no. Fuck. This didn't happen.
Forget about me!
That's the match right here. Randy Orton and Triple H defeat Booker and Alex Wright when Randy Orton pins Booker T with the RKO.
Oh, 100 rated match.
I'm so mad about having to skip that angle.
Forget about Piss Boy!
Forgot about the Piss Boy. That angle was him whispering the big plan to Shane and Stephanie's ears, who are visibly disgusted because he still has the stench of urine.
I'd imagine he said something like, I'm gonna piss on him now.
How is he gonna like it when I piss on him? Stephanie, go piss on
Great
Kurt.
job. Great 100. Listen, Triple H has been on an absolute run.
This is Booker's first 100.
Oh, welcome to the 100 Club.
Welcome
Booker.
to the 100 Club, Booker T.
You have just as many as La Parka now.
And Taka Michinoku.
I had a really weird one too because I had a multi-man match.
It wasn't weird. It was just big names, but you don't.
Yeah,
really...
but there was one name that wasn't that big though, if I remember correctly.
We'll look right after this show.
We'll have to look.
We'll start off Monday Night Nitro with it. But I wasn't expecting 100 here because I don't know how the game handles distractions. I don't know if it kind of negates and gives a little penalty to it. I don't even want to look, to be honest. But a huge win for Randy Orton. Sean Morley distracting Triple A or Booker T. And look, this next segment is huge because Randy Orton and Alex Wright just stare each other down in the middle of the ring while there's chaos going all around outside as Triple H, Sean Morley, and Booker T just beat the shit. Well, Sean Morley is actually running laps around the ring while Triple H and Booker T are trying to chase him. And Triple H and Booker T just kind of like, hey, they're trying to like, you go one way and the other one, and you go the other way. And Triple H is like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna catch him. And there's no communication between the two. Sean Morley's doing little rats. He crawls onto the ring and then sneaks away up the ramp. And Sean Morley and Randy Orton and Alex Wright just stare each other down as Alex Wright lifts up the WWE Championship. It's Orton and Alex Wright next week, Chad. Can Randy Orton on the final Monday Night Raw of 2002 become that self-proclaimed future of the WWE? Or can Alex Wright continue his magical run into 2003 as the world champion? Finish our show. 95.
Listen, hell of a show, hell of a main event.
Hell of a main event. For a little bit, I'm going to lean off the, hey, you only book main eventers in your main event because kind of running Randy Triple and Alex Wright back-to-back weeks.
Whatever.
We'll kind of negate that argument with me. So I can't make that argument anymore. Can't make that argument. But what's going to be the main event of SmackDown, Chad? Edward Cologne's debut? But first, we got to get through that yawn Nitro. We'll see you then.
Get through the best wrestling show in the world, Monday Nitro.
Oh, AEW Collision?
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd rather watch paint dry.
All right, everybody, we are here on Monday Nitro, and completely ordinary Nitro.
Yeah, what the hell's that about?
Nothing at all. Chris Benoit did not get sent home for being high on painkillers, and I definitely did not suspend him. So that didn't happen.
No, you're joking, right?
Except, just kidding, it did. So
this close.
That happened.
This close to fucking Starcade.
Man, so glad I took the belt off of him. I can't even imagine what would have happened if he would have went into Starcade as world champ right now.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother.
Ugh. And Shawn we trust. Thank God we got a real pro and Shawn Michaels on our hands.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. All right, so our first pre-show match of the night, we got Long Hallwell taking on Barry Windham. Justin, did you forget about Long Hallwell?
No, I just forgot his name's Long Hallwell.
Yes, and he got a victory over Barry Windham when you hit him with the Fruit Loop.
What's his gimmick, Chad?
He's Long Hallwell.
You're so creative.
He's kind of like Dolph Ziggler back in the day when he used to be like, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler." He just kind of has a weird name right now. He's trying to figure out who he is. His catchphrase is, "I'm in it for the long haul."
See, that's cool. That's
And we've got another pre-show tag team match tonight, Justin. And in a pre-show about that, had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Mikey Whipwreck and Perry Saturn defeated Pete Johnson and Flash Flanagan. Shinsuke Nakamura and Low Key and Alfred Snow and the Sandman in 10:08.
Yeah. That's okay. Cool.
Cool.
Right. What's what's the reasoning behind some of these teams here?
Just kind of Pete Johnson and Flash Flanagan, Shinsuke and Low Key, just trying to put some people together, test the waters on some potential tag team chemistries maybe down the line,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool. And Justin's pre-show main event, Colt Cabana and Simmons have pretty great chemistry.
I know this, so I can see. I look at these two guys and I look at them and I say, whose styles would clash well together? And I'm thinking about the comedy wrestling of Colt Cabana in the 1990s, 80s, brute style of Ron Simmons. And I said, you know what? 5-star.
5-star.
5-star. 5-star. Damn.
And we start our show off. You see Rey Mysterio, he comes down to the ring and he greets the fans here tonight. And he says, in 2 weeks, I win the world championship for each and every single one of you. All you kids that wear the Rey Mysterio masks, all you fans that cheer my name. I have an opportunity to win the World Heavyweight Championship and prove once and for all that Rey Mysterio is capable of so much more than just being in the Cruiserweight division. Rey Mysterio is capable of being the main event of any wrestling company. And then Shawn Michaels, he interrupts and he says, "Rey, listen, I've got some bad news for you. You see, listen, last night I did some thinking and I realized something, Rey. I realized that if you won't just give up, if you're not willing to just admit that I'm going to beat you, I tried to put you up against Big Daddy V last week. You managed to overcome that. I decided there's only one thing left for me to do, Rey, and that's to put a hit out on you. So I made a hit on somebody who was looking to cash in on a debt. And as he's saying that, Justin, Rey Mysterio is attacked from behind by the bounty hunter, Ace Steel, Justin.
I was wondering why that was going.
Yeah, and Justin, that means and Shawn Michaels, he says, and tonight in the main event, he's gonna bring me your head, and I'm gonna bring him a pile of money. Rey versus Ace Steel in the main event.
Yep, that'll be honored.
We got our first women's Money in the Bank qualifier today, Justin. We got Ivory versus Luna Vachon. And in a terrible match, Ivory defeated Luna Vachon by submission.
Ivory's in the Money in the Bank. That leaves one more spot, correct?
Correct.
Ooh, I wonder who could be. Kara Slice?
Maybe. Probably not, though. As we move on, we have here, Justin, the Big Show is backstage, and Billy shows up to him and he says, "Big Show, listen, I know I've been trying to talk to you all week. You've been dipping and dodging me and ducking me. I want to be on Team Big Show. I want to shut Shaq up." And Big Show says, "Listen, Billy, me and you, man, you're my friend. I would love for you to be on Team Big Show, but I need you to prove that you deserve it. I need you to prove to me that you're worthy of being on Team Big Show, to be honest with you. So I'll tell you what, tonight, if you win your match, I'll let you be a part of Team Big Show." And Billy says, "You got it, Show." Or should I say, "You got it, Coach."
Got it, Coach. Coach Big Show. Who's your favorite coach of all time, Jen?
My favorite coach of all time?
Yeah.
Jonathan Coachman.
That is a good one. He is a part of the reason why we're #1 in the company awards right now. Thanks. I like him too.
Perfect. We show up here, and Canyon is in the ring, and he says, "Of course, if in case any of you missed it, then you may not have heard that I won a qualifying match to get into Money in the Bank, and this is just the first of many accomplishments that I will have from now till the year moving forward. Because you see, Canyon, I'm going to win Money in the Bank, and I'm going to cash in, and I'm going to become world heavyweight champion, and there's nothing that anyone can do about it because, quite frankly, there's no one in this ring who can go toe-to-toe with me." And then Shane Helms comes out, and he says, "Canyon, I qualified for Money in the Bank too. And listen, listen here, Canyon, there is somebody who wants that Money in the Bank briefcase just a little bit more, and that's me. Because you see, I came within inches of beating Shawn Michaels for the belt. I already beat him once, but I came so close to beating him for the belt, and if I had that briefcase, that means that I could put my destiny into my own hands. And so I will win Money in the Bank." And then, Justin, he's interrupted again by Devon Dudley, who comes out and he just says, "I have been on the hunt for a world championship for so many months. And every time I get close, I just can't win the big one. It's driving me nuts. This might be my last shot. And so forgive me, Canyon, forgive me, Shane, but I will stop anyone who gets in my way of getting that briefcase. And you can best believe that if you get in my way, I will put you both through not one, not two. I'll put you through 3 ladders. I'll put you through as many ladders as I need to get you all out of my way. Testify." And then Finley's music comes out, and he just says, "Hey, listen, I don't really give a damn about any of the reasons why you guys want to win Money in the Bank. The fact of the matter is my name is Fit Finley, and I love to fight, and I want to fight right now. So how about this? How about Canyon? Canyon, how about you and I? We beat these 2 nerds up right now." And Canyon, he says, "You know what, Finley? I think that's a great idea." And Justin, we have ourselves a tag team match right now.
Ah. What's Fit Finley's music right now?
I have it just as my name's Finley and I love to fight.
That's all I wanted right there. I just wanted you to do that.
In my opinion, that's all hit Finley's music will ever be.
Is that the greatest theme of all time?
For Finley?
Not the answer I was looking for.
As we have a tag team match tonight, Canyon and Finley defeat Devon and Shane when Fit Finley pins Shane Helms using the ropes for leverage.
Damn, Shane Helms taking a pin here?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Coming off the heels of main event Helms, maybe he's not as good as I thought he was.
Or Finley's been on a run.
That's true, but
and he did have to use the ropes. He did cheat.
You're right. He did cheat. I didn't even see that part of it, Chad, because I was waiting for you to tell me about it, not me to read it.
Yeah, yep. It was not a clean pin. It was a rope for leverage, so he did cheat. But yes, Canyon and Finley, they have picked up the win here.
Yeah. Pretend I'm blind, Chad, and read me the results.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you. I'm going to close my eyes the rest of this show.
Okay. Justin, we have in a singles match, we got Nora Greenwald taking on Madison Eagles. Don't hit that button.
What button? That segment?
Yeah, don't hit that. This is just a good old singles match, Justin, and a decent wrestling match with little heat. Nora Greenwald defeats Madison Eagles in 9:52 with the Molly go round.
Why is it called the Molly go round for Nora Greenwald?
Because I need to change it.
Ah, okay. That's a weird reason why that's a name that.
The Nora go round.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
After that match, Nora, she's celebrating in the ring, but she's attacked from behind, Justin, by Toyota and Bass. Manami Toyota hits her over the head with her women's championship. Nicole Bass picks her up and just slams her back onto the ground. They start beating her up, and Toyota, she takes Greenwald's face, and she puts it right up next to the belt, and she says, "You think you wanted this? You think this is what you wanted? At Starrcade, I'm going to embarrass you. This is the closest you'll ever get to my championship." And then she slams her head against the belt and leaves Nora laying in the ring.
Toyota and Bass sounds like a Lapeer starter kit. Like
Toyota and Bass.
They fish and they got Toyotas.
That's very funny.
That's like a joke that only me and you will get.
Yes, but made me laugh, nonetheless.
That's all I'm here for, Chad. Good looks and good laughs.
Good looks and good laughs, and you provide both.
Like, I was really worried you were going to say, well, you make me laugh.
Justin, we have here a triple threat match. We have Relic versus Shamrock versus the gentleman Chase Tatum. And in a good match, Shamrock defeated Relic and Chase Tatum when Ken Shamrock pinned Relic with a belly-to-belly suplex. And I swear I said I was going to fix that, then I forgot. Yeah, I'll fix it right after this, I promise.
It's an issue because it makes these matches better. It makes
the matches, and it boosts this ring work, yeah.
So why did this happen?
But luckily, Tatum and Hogan being on different sides probably balances it out.
I guess, yeah. Let's see. Because Tatum got managerial help for that. Yeah, and then got penalized for it. So I guess, yeah, it probably balances out.
Yes, and then as that's happening, Justin, Ken Shamrock and the Tap Out crew, they're celebrating in the ring with their big win.
Interesting. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question.
Justin, we've got Billy. He's in the ring, and Big Daddy V, the United States champion, his music hits. And Justin, about that good heat and decent wrestling, Big Daddy V defeats Billy in 7:49 with a spinning heel kick.
That's so fucking funny. Poor Billy.
Poor Billy. After the match, the Big Show comes out, and he's got Samoa Joe and Steven Regal with him. And the Big Show, he gets in the ring, and he says, "Big Daddy V, a big impressive win over Billy. And listen, if you weren't already occupied with Chris Benoit, you would have an invite on Team Big Show." And Paul Heyman, he says, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good thing Big Show brought that up, because I have something I wanted to say. You need to be more careful about who you trust and who you put your faith in, people, because you all put your faith in Chris Benoit, and what has he done? He has let you all down because he is a fool. Chris Benoit just happened to let it slip at what hotel he was staying at. Just happened to let that information go out to a trusted friend. And that trusted friend told Paulie Dangerously, baby. And Paul Heyman himself told my client, Big Daddy V. And well, let's just say tonight before Nitro, we drove over there and we paid Christopher a little visit. And we collapsed his lungs once again. So he won't be at Starrcade. But instead, don't you worry, because Big Daddy V now is freed up. And so that spells trouble for Shaquille O'Neal, because we have ourselves the biggest acquisition for Team Big Show. It doesn't get more big. It doesn't become more of the show unless you add Big Daddy V, the United States champion, to the team. So, Big Show, we accept. Justin, Team Big Show's looking very formidable.
Yeah, shout out Benoit for fucking up, brother.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued to see because obviously it was going to be Big Daddy V Benoit, correct, at Starrcade. Yeah. Whose spot did Big Daddy V just take? Can you lift the layers on that?
Yeah, that was going to be Billy's spot.
Let's move on.
Spot. Yeah. I wish I had a more exciting answer. I don't. That was just going to be Billy.
Yep. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. And then a decent match.
The only good thing Benoit's ever done.
Yeah, the only thing, poor Billy though. Trish Stratus and Debbie Malenko, Daphne and Beth, they are 4 out of the 5 women, soon to be 6 women, to have qualified for the Money in
Ooh,
the
I'm
Bank.
very intrigued on number 6.
Yes. And so tonight they will square off in a tag team match, and Justin, Daphne and Beth Phoenix defeated Trish and Debbie when Beth Phoenix pinned Trish Stratus with a handful of tights.
Did you read that again?
Beth Phoenix pinned Trish Stratus with a handful of tights.
Holy shit. A lot of cheating tonight.
Yep.
A lot of cheating in tag matches.
Justin,
yeah, let's go, brother.
we have the NWO.
New world order.
He said, let me tell you something, brother. You know, I said last week that we were going to have an open challenge, and that challenge was answered on Thunder by that punk, brother, known as CM Punk, brother. And let me tell you something, brother. CM Punk wants...
Or maybe it wasn't, dude.
Or maybe it wasn't, brother. He says CM Punk, you know, he says he's sick of us talking about him behind his back. Well, brother, I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk to you right here tonight in front of your face. And then, brother, one of us are going to beat you down. But which one is it, brother? It might be me, but maybe it isn't, brother. We don't know, but only time will tell. CM Punk, please come down to the ring, Jack. And Punk comes down to the ring and he says, he says, Hogan, I'm not going to entertain this anymore, all right? You need to shut up and listen to CM Punk, because if I'm here to accept your challenge, then you're going to listen to me. You see, Punk, you see, Hogan, I'm sick and tired of you waltzing around here. I mean, how many times have you said you were retiring? I mean, how many retirement matches have you had? And yet you keep coming out here, strolling around, acting like these fans care about you. Hogan, they're putting you in the Hall of Fame because they want you to go away. They're not giving you a prize. They're not giving you a reward. They're trying to push you and Hall and Nash out the door because they're sick of you three leeching this company of every nickel and dime they have. They're hoping tonight I kick you in the head with hit you in the head with my knee, and they're hoping that knocks some sense into you and you stay far, far away. But listen, if I have to help teach this lesson the hard way, Hulkster, I will. I'll come down there right now and I'll whoop your ass in front of all these people. And Justin, we see something that we haven't seen in a hot second. Hogan takes off his sunglasses.
Oh.
And he starts looking around.
That's what we haven't seen.
As the crowd starts to, because they can see they're starting to hulk up. He's looking around as the crowd starts cheering. He rips off his NWO shirt. He takes his hand and he points and he says, "Get your ass in here, brother. I'm going to fight you right now." And Justin, we get Punk versus Hollywood Hogan tonight.
Oh, we're getting that tonight.
We're getting it right now.
Oh.
And Justin, in this bout that had good heat and good wrestling, Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeated CM Punk when CM Punk literally got himself disqualified. CM Punk gets in the ring, they wrestle a match, and it's a pretty good match, right? Hulk Hogan, he goes for the leg drop, CM Punk rolls out of the way, and CM Punk rolls out of the ring to act like he's out of breath or that he's hurt. Hogan rolls out of the ring, and as he's going over there, CM Punk takes a steel chair and hits Hollywood Hogan with it and gets himself intentionally disqualified. But CM Punk does not let up. He keeps slugging away at Hogan with that chair and just sending a message.
What's the message?
It's sending a message that CM Punk was right, that he's the best champion of all time, and that more importantly, Justin, that Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the NWO, they don't have it anymore, and they just need to go away. And if Punk has to put him down like old Yeller, then he will with this chair, and he keeps slugging away over and over again, Justin.
Oh, that's that one. Oh no!
And then he stands on top He takes the chair he just hit Hulk Hogan with a bunch of times, sets it up and sits down and sits over Hogan, and he's got his microphone and he just said, "So now I'm having an open challenge of my own. If I'm gonna fight you for real, Hogan, if I'm gonna embarrass you by pinning you, Hogan, I want it to be on my show. I want it to be on Thunder." So I'm having an open challenge. I'm inviting the NWO to Thunder this week. And let's do this one more time. If, of course, you're medically cleared.
A lot of brand swapping on the road to Starrcade here.
Yeah, a lot that I can tell you that's not going to happen very much, but it will happen this week, this month on the road to Starrcade.
Yeah. Feels like it shouldn't happen at all. It should be before Starrcade's build.
Okay.
But what do I know? What's the point of brands?
Exactly.
Oh, our main.
Justin, our main event tonight, Rey Mysterio versus Ace Steel, and in a superb match, Justin. Rey Mysterio defeats Ace Steel in 1435 with a springboard hurricanrana.
Oh, Ace Steel is not what Ace Steel used to be.
Had a really good showing against Rey.
You have a 69.
Nice.
We were just looking at Ace Steel's getting like 90s in the Fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not what he used to be. Is what I meant.
I think a lot of it too is he needs to build some momentum over here on WCW.
For sure. He took a couple rough losses on his way out. That's why he left.
Right.
What was the reason that he wasn't on fucking SmackDown or something?
Didn't you have him lose to somebody and he got mad and left?
No, I swear it was like he wasn't on Survivor Series or something.
That.
Or on Judgment Day. He wasn't on a pay-per-view and he was not happy about it and left. Well, look, it was probably because he lost to like fucking Travis Tomko or something. I didn't job him out. He just didn't want to be here anymore.
I didn't want to be here anymore.
I get it. He got called over. Wow, he lost too in his debut.
He lost in his debut?
I didn't even put that together.
Yep. He did lose his singles debut.
Well, his wrestling debut. Oh, yeah, because he fucking fought in the World War III.
Correct. Then after that, Justin, Rey Mysterio runs into a Sweet Chin Music laced in barbed wire right to Rey, as Shawn Michaels then stands over Ace Steel, who looks over. Ace Steel kind of motions to Shawn like, I brought him to you. I delivered him to you, technically. And Shawn Michaels, he looks at him, shakes his hand, gives him a bag of money, and then just pumps his legs one more time as Rey slowly gets up after what feels like 5 minutes of his face just gushing under his mask with the Sweet Chin Music. And as that's happening, Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, he's going for another Sweet Chin Music. Rey went to go move out of the way, but Ace Steel hit him in the bag, hit him with the bag of money, just dazed him long enough for another Sweet Chin Music.
Hit him with the bag of money?
Yeah.
He got... What, he fucking put gold bars in there? If I get hit with a $20 bill and I get stunned, call the cops. I need to be put down. Oh, I lost Chad here. Internet connection may have lost him there. Let me see. Let's look. I don't hear him at all. That's the end of my Monday Night Nitro. Gets an 89. I'll hammer this out right here. 89. Not much more we can say. We'll see it for SmackDown and Thunder. Isn't that right, Chad? Yes, Justin. You did much better than me this week. Well, thanks, Chad. We'll see you for SmackDown.
And we are here on SmackDown, the last show of the week, Justin.
That's not true. Thunder is
for WWE. For WWE.
Oh, you're keeping me on my toes, are you?
Keeping you on your toes.
Dude, what do you even know about toes?
What do I know about toes?
Yeah.
I know that mine apparently looked like gremlins
little goblin goo.
A couple episodes ago.
Little glizzy gobblers, Chad.
You will not refer to my toes as glizzy gobblers.
What are you going to do about it? Telling me? You going to report me to HR?
I might.
You don't even know who HR is.
That doesn't mean anything.
What?
You heard me.
No. Yeah, but I want you to repeat it so I understand what you're saying.
No.
Okay. Really, you're making me fucking want to drive a car away from you, to be honest with you.
That's not good.
Why is it not good?
I don't want you to drive away from me.
You want me to drive near you? You want me to hit you with the car? 1999 Honda Civic?
That would hurt.
License plate ABC123?
I want that.
What do you know about reading Rainbow? Let's
About the
start.
reading Rainbow? Nothing.
Let's start the pre-show here tonight, Chad. Latin Lover and Mystical. They got a big win over Ric Flair and John Cena last week, but that's not it. They're not okay with that result because they want more. And Latin Lover, he wants Mystico to take on Ric Flair tonight, and Latin Lover wants his hands on John Cena later tonight, Chad. This is our WWE.com segment. Instead of me just saying, "Hey, this is what happened on WWE.com," this is now me going to be doing it. So it
it shows a little video, and in the corner it says on this earlier today or something.
Yeah. Also, pre-show, Chad's all-time favorite angle. We're here in Morgantown, West Virginia, and you already know who's arrived.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. The Undertaker is here. He's in action tonight. Who's he taking on, Chad?
I think he's going to be taking on. Justin, or not Justin. What were you going to rename Jushin Thunder Liger? Billy Liger? I think he's going to take on Billy Liger.
Chad, tell me about this match while I sneeze.
We got Spike versus Elix Skipper. It was on the pre-show and at Subpar Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Elix Skipper defeated Spike in 8 minutes and 23 seconds with an overdrive.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh.
Thank you. Congrats.
You're welcome.
Are you kidding?
I don't know what to say.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, everybody. First time ever. First time here. Elix Skipper defeating Spike. Hits the overdrive. Strained his wrist in the process, though, Chad. Landed a little awkwardly on the overdrive. And shout out to the overdrive being one of the worst moves of all time.
Damn.
Don't give me that look, Arn. Don't give me that look.
Don't look so upset about it, Arn.
This isn't my fault. All right?
Yeah.
All right?
Not my fault.
I locked the door. All right? Someone else unlocked it, and little Billy ran out into the street and got hit by a car. It's not my fault, Arn. I locked the damn door.
It's just what happened.
We start off Friday Night SmackDown, Jen. We saw last week, Jeff Jarrett and Chris Daniels gag and bag Mike Sanders and threatened to dump him into the river if they didn't get Scotty back. And we're here tonight, and there's no sign of Scotty Tuhati. And says, you know what? We made our demands. You didn't meet them. So we got to do what we got to do.
Got what you got to do.
Chris, drop the anchor. Chris Daniels said, "My pleasure," and just whoop, throws Mike Sanders into the river, gagged and bagged, and you see Mike Sanders float away, Chad.
Oh no!
It's a big fast current tonight, and he's gone. He gone. We move on. That's how we start SmackDown.
With a murder.
I told you we got to start it off different tonight. We start off our next segment with a massive match. A match that we saw on WWE.com. It's Ric Flair and Mystico tonight, Jen. In our opener.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Hey, your phone went off.
It did?
Yeah?
No, it didn't.
I heard it. It went... It
didn't.
You have a weird ringtone.
You can go off.
Did you not hear Ice Spice?
I did not hear.
Is that not your ringtone where she goes, grab my da-da-da? Every time I text you, that thing goes off.
That's not. I don't even know who Ice Spice is.
Oh my God. Let the record state. We start off, it's that match right here. Ric Flair. He's a living legend, Chad. And he taps out Mystico here tonight in 12-13 after poking Mystico's eyes.
Oh, good eye poker.
Good eye poke. Poked him right in the little holes in his mask. Oh,
right, his pupils.
Right in his little pupils. We move on, Chad. Tajiri is here, and he announces he is entering the Royal Rumble. Tajiri on a massive roll, part of Team SmackDown, had a good run in October and November. Gave a good showing a couple weeks ago in that fatal four-way for the chip. Could he win the Rumble?
He could.
He could.
Don't sleep on Tajiri.
Don't sleep on anybody. Anyone can win the Royal Rumble. That's the magic of it, Chad.
Yeah.
Even Billy Liger.
Even Billy Liger.
We move on, Chad. Our next match of the night. Johnny Storm and Kid Cash. We saw Johnny Storm lose to Too Cold Scorpio last week. But tonight, Johnny Storm gets his revenge, beating and tapping out Kid Cash after Too Cold Scorpio accidentally hit his tag team partner, Kid Cash, in the back of the head with a fist. I'm tired. We're doing Thunder, and that's it.
Hit him with an arm and a fist?
Yeah, fisted him. Oh, maybe not. After the match, though, Johnny Storm says, fuck it. Just like Gene Okerlund, and says, look, if you guys want to blindside me, attack me at every chance you get, I'll take you all on all at once. How about at Armageddon, we do a fatal four-way, me and the Funk Boys, light heavyweight championship, and I will prove to you guys that I could beat all of you. Doesn't matter, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, all at once, doesn't matter. I'm the light heavyweight champion for a reason. I am Johnny Storm. There you go. Damn right, Chad. Fatal four-way at Armageddon for the light heavyweight championship. Johnny Storm, Too Cold Scorpio, Shannon Moore, and Kid Cash. What a match that'll be. But we move on, Chad. We move on. The Undertaker takes on La Parka.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Two men in the $100 Shave Club. The Undertaker wins in 1450 with the Tombstone Pile Driver. A big win. Undertaker, is he going to win the Rumble, Chad?
He could.
Is La Parka
he is the Undertaker
going to win the Rumble?
No.
Why not?
Because.
Well, you really have not given him a chance, Chad. Look at his title history.
What has La Parka done?
Nothing.
To warrant the Rumble.
Nothing, to be honest. He won't even be in it, to be honest with you.
He won't even be in it.
I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings or ruin someone's bet slips of betting on La Parka to win the Rumble, because he won't be in it. Spoilers.
Damn, I'll hold you to it.
We move on. I gotta write the Rumble script still. Holy shit. My favorite time of the year. Chad's favorite time of the year, where he just sits back, he relaxes and listens to me talk for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. We move on, Chad. The La Resistance run into the Bloodline backstage, but Rhino is nowhere to be seen tonight, Chad. Rhino is taking his Roman Reigns treatment, and he's just not here tonight. And Rene Dupree and company kind of jab and make fun of, Kishi, especially Kishi, and the rest of the Bloodlines, and like, look at you guys taking orders from someone who 3 months ago was lower than you. Kishi, you're a fucking world champion, Kish. You beat Brock Lesnar, and now look at you. Being told what to do. Having to acknowledge somebody every step of your life. That's just sad. Mang, Barbarian, you're two badass men. Former WCW tag team champions, and now look at you. You see this, Savon? You see this, Rob? That's why we are so great, because we all work with each other, not for one person. We all work with each other. And Kishi steps up. He says, "Don't you disrespect my tribal chief." And Renee says, "Oh, yeah? Where is your tribal chief, Kishi? If he's not here to tell you what to do, then I can do whatever I want to you, you little punk." And he pushes Kishi. And Kishi doesn't do anything back because Rhino's not there. Kishi's a bitch, Chad.
Yeah, Kishi's a big bitch.
Edward Colon III is making his way down to the ring. He's in action tonight. His in-ring debut, Chad.
Oh,
The fans are super excited. And then Nunzio runs down and blindsides him down to the ring, and he grabs the microphone. He said, "Oh, look at this. Like I said last week, a prime example. Another guy coming in from the other company, free agent signing. He's our shining star. This guy is nothing. I am the brightest star in the business, Nunzio. I'm the hottest free agent. These guys coming in and once again taking my spot. I'm sick of it, and it's not happening again." And he throws down the microphone and DDTs Edward Colon III on the ramp.
Oh, man.
I think it's safe to say we're not going to see his in-ring debut tonight, Jen.
I think it's safe to assume that's not going to happen.
We move on, Chad. Our next match, C.W. Anderson and Paul London. One-on-one tonight, Chad. They shake hands in the ring. The chip's on the line, technically, because any match that C.W. Anderson's in, or any match that the current chip holder is in, the chip's on the line. Chip is on the line. Paul London, C.W. Anderson, chip on the line. And after some distraction, Paul London defeats C.W. Anderson when Kana comes out to the ring and distracts C.W. Anderson in this match, Chad. Paul London
has the chip.
Is your chip holder right now. What a 90.
He's number 30, baby.
He's number 30. A 90, by the way, first off. A 90 for Paul London and C.W. Anderson. Paul London rolls out of the ring, celebrates. Brian Kendrick's up with them. They're running up the ramp celebrating. That's huge. C.W. Anderson gets up, and then the flames surround the ring, and Kane and Kana surround the ring as they laugh, as the ring's on fire, and C.W. Anderson's freaking out in the middle of it. Kane and Kana. What the hell's going on here, Chad?
I mean, I think it's obvious.
What?
They're trying to set C.W. Anderson on fire.
Remember, all of this whole situation all started when C.W. Anderson pinned Kane 2 months ago.
True.
3 months ago at this point, actually. Sorry. This whole Kane going into the deep end, the dark end, happened because C.W. Anderson distracted him, leading to Taker and Kane kind of falling apart. This is all his fault, C.W. Anderson.
It's all his fault. It's all his fault.
We move on, Chad. We got a co-main event here, Chad. I forgot to announce on WWE.com our main event. Shit, Chad. Do you want to know what our main event tonight is?
I would love to.
Well, just like on Raw, it's a tag team match. We saw what happened last week after the aftermath. Our main event tonight is the Final Bosses taking on Don Fry and Jun Akiyama.
Interesting. That should be a good match.
But in our co-main event, we heard on WWE.com, it's John Cena and Latin Lover. And John Cena gets hurt.
Nice.
Oh, no. Oh, no. John Cena rolls up Latin Lover and fucks his knee up a little bit. And that's not great.
That's not great.
Thanks, Tully. Chronic knee pain doesn't sound great.
That's not good at
The
all.
word chronic scares me a little bit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because a long-lasting knee pain going into Mania and Rumble season, it's not what I want to see out of John Cena.
Man, maybe his time is up, and his time is not now.
We can go backstage because that match I don't have much to talk about after an injury. Kind of ruined, deflated me. Jared and Daniels walk into their locker room or their hotel room, and on their bed, a gagged and bagged bloody Scotty 2 Hotty.
Oh my god.
And they find a note on the kitchen table and says, "You want war? You got it. See you at Armageddon." And it's Scotty 2 Hotty's. No, I was gonna say they chopped his finger off.
Oh my god!
But they didn't, and it's just signed in Scotty's blood. The family. That's better.
That's better.
That's better.
Just cutting off his finger.
And our main event, Don Fry. We talked about it. Don Fry and Akiyama taking on the final bosses here. Chad, who do you got?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Akiyama and Fry.
And about that, it's Suburb Wrestling and Great Heat. The first time the final bosses have lost here. Don Fry and Jun Akiyama have beat them when Akiyama hits Kojima with the exploder, Chad.
Huge.
After the match, you already know. Masawa comes out to the ring. Cornette actually gets into the ring, or at least gets on the apron. And he starts yelling at Don Fry and Akiyama so Masawa can come in and sneak attack him. And they turn around, and Akiyama and Don Fry hit a... Oh, man, what do they call it? What do they call it? They call it a 6D.
6D.
Yeah, I can't call it a 3D, can I?
You could call it the 1D.
Okay. Oh, they hit the One Direction on him.
There we go.
And they come out of the ring, and then they they stare down on each other because obviously Don Fry, #1 contender, but Akiyama, maybe he wants the belt too, Chad.
Yeah, maybe he's the next #1 contender.
Maybe he's the next #1 contender. And that's how we end that little segment. We end Friday Night SmackDown, though, with Mick Foley coming out to talk about Mick Foley's final match. And he says, look, he wants, after the lack of respect Chad Collier gave to him last week, there's nothing more than what Mick Foley wants in this wrestling business. The final, the icing on the cake of one of the most historic careers of all time is to beat that little rat into the dirt. He says the final thing that he wants to do is put an end to Chad Collier. He wants to fight Chad Collier. That's what he wants in his final match, Chad. And Chad Collier comes out. He says, Mick. What does he say, Chad? He accepts the challenge, but what does he say?
Mick, congratulations, man. I think all those blows to the head have really affected your thinking ability, because you are out of your gourd if you think that you are going to be able to defeat me in your last match ever. That's going to be also your shortest match ever, because it's not even going to be close. I'm going to embarrass you in front of everyone, and then I'm going to laugh.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
See you at Armageddon, Mick. He's not.
At Armageddon.
He's just I'm going to laugh.
Then I'm going to laugh.
96.
96.
How did this beat Raw?
I don't know, but it did.
Well, actually... Yeah, John Cena.
Don't try and Jun Akiyama. Akiyama definitely pulled its own weight.
Yeah, they're not going to be in the main event next week. Don't you worry. There's not a shot any of these 8 people are wrestling next week after Cena. Yeah, it's the main event's going to probably be like I'm Super Callow and Amazing Red. I don't fuck it. I'm scared right now. Cena getting hurt. We'll see how long he's hurt. We'll see how long I can stay awake for WCW Thunder.
And we are here, the last Thunder before the go-homes, which of course will be the last shows before the pay-per-views. That's usually how this works. But before we get to all that, we have Thunder tonight.
Did you know that Baby Gronk rizzed up Bubba Ray? on
Oh.
his visit to WCW Thunder. Will Baby Gronk be world champion? Or is Bubba Ray the new Drip King?
I think he's the new Drip King.
All right, let's get into this, Mike. That's my current. I'm hip.
We have
Got
here,
no
Justin.
selling any of that. That's sick.
You're so hip. The Hearts are
Sick.
here with their tag team titles, and and they said, we came to the arena today, and we were already pretty mad that we were embarrassed because of a fluke win by Raven, Shane Douglas, and Taz last week. But then we were even more. Look at Owen, still mad. You can see in his face. He hasn't stopped making that face all day. And it's because we were then told that because we lost in the main event, we got to defend the tag team titles against Raven and Shane Douglas as Starcade.
They didn't even get pinned.
It's a waste of our time, and quite frankly, it's a waste of our talent. And then Raven and Shane Douglas, they come out to the ring, and Raven says, first of all, waste of your time and waste of your talent? I'm a former world champion. In fact, I've held more world championships, Brett, than your tag team partner over there. Brett, I will be given some respect. I am not a waste of time, and at Starcade, I'm going to defeat you and my old tag team partner, Owen, and I'm going to win the tag team titles with my friend Shane Douglas. And Shane Douglas says, because we are the franchise players.
Okay.
And we're coming for those tag team titles.
Ah.
First, Justin, we have TJ Wilson taking on Crash Holly in a poor match. TJ Wilson defeated Crash Holly in 805 with a rolling stampede, Justin.
Well, it seems like the lack of coaches really not deteriorating TJ Wilson at all.
But one thing that will get him, though, Justin, as we go on to the next segment, is the numbers game. As we see here, TJ Wilson, he's in the ring, and he's got Hardcore Holly, Crash Holly, and Kali Holly surrounding him, circling him in the ring. And TJ Wilson, he just happens to have a microphone, and he says, listen, I'm not afraid of any of you three. All right, if you guys want to fight me, then how about this? All right, I'll fight all three of you. I'll fight the three of you right now. And then, Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly, they're looking at Kali like, yeah, let's get him. But Kali takes a microphone, and he doesn't speak very often, Tony, or Justin. I almost called you Tony. He doesn't speak very often, Justin, but he is
dead to
speaking
me
tonight.
You're dead to me.
And Kali says, I want you at Starcade healthy. I will fight you tonight. Go find partners. Justin, will TJ Wilson go find some tag team partners tonight?
Now, here's my issue with this angle here, Chad.
Yeah.
It's probably something you didn't really think about and probably didn't correlate into right now. Is that you're running two, last week Thunder had an angle where Matt Hardy had to go find partners. Mm-hmm. And now tonight, TJ Wilson has to go find partners. Yeah. What's going on here?
Listen, they'd love to have tag team matches in WCW.
Matches where they don't know who's going to team with them.
Yeah, go find some partners. Listen, if TJ Wilson can't find partners, then maybe we'll have a 3-on-1 handicap match tonight.
Well, at that point, Kali Holly won't wrestle. He doesn't want to do it.
It's true. He would just say, well, enough is enough. But, Justin, what is not enough is we've got the Money in the Bank ladder match participants in this ring. And Bubba Ray starts us off, and he just says, at Starcade, I'm going to climb the ladder and become Mr. Money in the Bank because I am the Drip King. I mean, look at me. I'm the best damn professional wrestler in the world. And I am sure better than anybody else in that Money in the Bank ladder match. It's going to be the easiest match of my life. And listen, I'm no stranger to ladders. I'm no stranger to tables. I'm no stranger to getting extreme. And I will do that at Money in the Bank. And Justin Hoovy and Super Crazy, they show up and they both tell Bubba that, big talk for somebody who, got fired from their old company and then came here with their tail between their legs. Listen, you're not going to win anything because it's going to be Super Crazy and Hoovitude that win. One of us are going to win Money in the Bank. And then Justin, of course, Sema, Great Sasuke, and Taka all come out, and they all have their claim to fame. They're vying for why they should be Money in the Bank. And listen, these three guys, they all kind of agree in their promos that, like, they have a big opportunity here. They've got something to prove. Those three men, they've held tag team championship gold. They've held singles gold. These three guys, they really haven't, and they have an opportunity to do so at Money in the Bank when they win. So, but Justin, before they get to that, you'll never believe this. So we're gonna have ourselves a 6-man tag following this altercation.
I wonder who's gonna be in it.
And it's going to be Super Crazy, Huvitude, and Great Sasuke taking on Bubba Ray, Sema, and Taka Michinoku. And the match ends because Bubba Ray kind of looks around and just says, screw this, and intentionally gets himself counted out and leaves. Just flat out leaves the match, Justin. He can't be bothered. He doesn't want to risk getting hurt for Money in the Bank.
Who's the faces here?
Great Sasuke, Hoovy, and Super Crazy.
Sema's a heel?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Justin, The Rock is cutting a promo. The Rock says, finally, The Rock has come back home to the people and the people's champion. He's fired up. Listen, The Rock, he cannot wait for his match against Goldberg. The Rock knows that the people will guide Rock to the promised lands, and The Rock will sit atop the mountain, still Universal Champion. The Rock has half a mind to go there right now and pick a fight with Goldberg, but Rock knows that he wants Goldberg at 100%. Rock knows that Goldberg, even at 100%, can't beat The Rock. There's no one who can beat The Rock. I'm the people's champ. But he turns around and Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan's right behind him. Crowd pops because, like, first time ever? Like, wow, crazy. And Hogan says, brother, let me tell you something. He said, first of all, I came here to pick a fight with CM Punk, all right? Not you, champ. Listen, I'm a big fan. I've really enjoyed what I've been seeing. All right, but take it from me, brother. Goldberg is no joke. I've been in the ring with him plenty of times, and I've been on the receiving end of a couple spears. Rock, I've never been in the ring with you. I'd like to someday, but I've never been in the ring with you. But I'll tell you what, brother. If you want to defeat Goldberg, you're going to have to be at your very best, brother. You're going to have to be at your very best. If you can channel those people, brother, if you can channel the people's champion, then you'll have exactly what it takes to beat Goldberg. Or maybe not, brother. Maybe it won't be enough, but Hulk Hogan believes in you, brother. I know you can do it. And he goes to extend a handshake. And The Rock accepts it, Justin, and they shake hands.
This is so weird.
Why is it weird?
I don't know, man. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, The Rock was backstage and he saw The Rock.
Cool.
And we got a tag team match. We got the Just Us League taking on Truth or Chairs. And it is a match. The Just Us League defeated Truth or Chairs in 947 when Super Eric submitted Steve Corino.
All right, cool. I like that. I like this team.
Yeah, the Just Us League.
Yeah, I hate the name, but I like the team.
It's punny.
I know, and I hate puns. I'm no fun.
After the match, they pose, and then Super Eric says, Ron Killer, the Truth, Steve Corino, Truth or Chairs, you lost this match because crime doesn't pay. And then they pose as the fans cheer and applaud their Thunder superheroes. And Justin, Lodi's backstage, and we see Homicide, and Lodi's like, Homicide, what are you doing? I mean, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. And he said, listen, all right, I needed to do something. All right, listen, me and you both, we just haven't really been clicking. Right. And I was trying to think what's been going on. I've been trying to figure out what we could do to try to get us back in the winning ways. And I realized we need something. We need something to fight for. We need something to motivate us again. We need something, Lodi, quite frankly, to motivate you. And so I thought, I got something. I have a present for you. It took me a long time. I searched, but I finally found it. And Homicide takes out a duffel bag, and he pulls out from the duffel bag an old friend. Lodi says,
Cocaine?
You did. And he said, I did.
He brought
says,
Coke.
I have here the 24/7 championship. He
Oh
says,
my
Lodi.
God. Next segment.
And he gives the championship to Lodi. Justin, Lodi has the 24/7 championship. Homicide says, with that belt, we'll get back on our winning ways. And Justin, TJ Wilson found two tough sons of bitches, the Harris twins. And in about that subpar wrestling a little heat, TJ Wilson and the Harris twins defeated Kali Holly and the Hollies when Don Harris pinned Kali Holly, or Hardcore Holly, sorry. Kali Holly did not take the pin. Hardcore Holly with a big boot.
Can you just put a promo or a segment right before, like, during the show where he finds the fucking partners?
I suppose I could.
I mean, that would make more sense.
But the Harris twins, they have a microphone, Justin.
Oh, no.
They're cutting a promo.
Oh,
they said,
no.
Last time we checked, we won.
Tony Schiavone?
I don't know why Tony Schiavone's
Why
there.
is
I don't know who
Raven
that's
here?
supposed to be. I don't.
What's going on here?
He says, I understand Raven has desires to beat the Hearts, but Tony Schiavone, get over here and bring me a microphone. And Tony Schiavone, because of course he's not a commentator for Thunder, he's just backstage crew, grabs the microphone and he says, listen, Raven, you can say whatever you want, but memory serves, we won a #1 contenders match a few weeks ago for those tag team titles, so you guys can do whatever you want, but no one's facing the Hearts until we do.
Did they?
They did.
When the fuck was that?
It was week 1 of this month.
Oh, good for them. Yeah, Raven and Shane Douglas shouldn't even. Yeah, they can't cut the line.
That's why they're pissed.
Oh, great! Now we're gonna get a tag match next week. Oh well, sorry, Harris brothers.
And we see Goldberg backstage, and he's out there hanging out with former Syndicate member Kevin Nash and longtime friend Scott Hall, and they're like, listen, we're here, of course, to go kick CM Punk's ass, but listen, we knew you were backstage, and we just, it's been a long time, man. We haven't spoken in a long time. And Bill's like, yeah, it's great to see you guys again. Sorry if I'm, not myself. I'm just trying to be focused. I got that big match against Rock coming up. And Nash and Hall, they're like, yeah. And listen, we know for a fact that you're going to go down that ring at Starrcade and you're going to spear the Rock right out of his shoes, all right? Because listen, he can come here and talk all the trash that he wants, but at the end of the day, this has and always will be your house, Goldberg. All right, and listen, you know what? Well, we'll give you credit because if it were us, we'd go down there right now. We'd go get in a fight. If it was us, we would go take him out right now. But hey, that's the difference between you and us, Goldberg. We're part of the NWO. We'll take. We're not afraid to bend the rules a little bit. Hey, it got us into the Hall of Fame. But you're a stand-up guy, and we know that you would never do that. But if you did, we'd understand too. And then they do sweet Goldberg, and then they walk away.
Oh my God.
We have a singles match tonight. We got AJ Styles taking on Reno. And in this match, AJ Styles defeated Reno in 12:23 with a Styles clash.
Get fucked, Reno.
So
Get
Billy
fucked.
Kidman's personal bodyguard has lost to AJ Styles. And then AJ Styles grabs a microphone.
Yeah, of course.
And he says, Billy, today, when I found out that I was going one-on-one against your little lapdog, I was excited because I was excited to blow off some steam and give a little preview of what to expect at Starrcade when I kick your ass, Billy. But here's the thing. I don't want to just hurt you. I want to destroy you. Billy, I want to make all of the months that you've made my life miserable. I want payback for that. And I was trying to think of what kind of sadistic match I could have. I tried to think about what kind of match could we have that you couldn't hide. You couldn't escape. It was just me and you. And I realized something, a match where I could do whatever I wanted to you, where I could drag you around with an inch of your life and and beat your ass all over this arena, I realized the perfect match is going to be AJ Styles versus Billy Kidman at Starrcade in a Texas bull rope match. That means, Billy, that you will not be able to run. You will be tied up to me with a giant bell in the middle of the rope that I'm going to beat you with over and over and over again. And if you try to run away, I'm going to drag you back. Billy, the time for running is done at Starrcade. You won't be able to hide behind Reno. You won't be able to hide behind a power position. At Starrcade, you get what's coming to you.
The big Texan AJ Styles.
The big Texan AJ Styles.
Having a Texas bull rope match in San Diego, California.
Yeah. Yes, he is. And we have here, of course, you know, some of the cruiserweights that are going to be involved. What? What are you laughing at?
Oh.
What are you laughing at? We had the lumberjack match. Of course, it's going to be Taz versus Matt Hardy in a lumberjack match at Starrcade. And so, you know, Matt Hardy is you know, he's with a few of the lumberjacks, and he's telling all of them, you know, listen, at Starrcade, you know, you are all going to be surrounding the ring, okay? And listen, I know some of you don't really like me, but I'll tell you what, all right? If you help me beat Taz, I'll tell you what, I'm willing to offer you all the next shot at this cruiserweight belt. You know, it's got to be one of you, and I'll give one of you a shot. I don't care what it is, but Taz hears this, of course, and Taz says, Matt, are you really trying to get the lumberjacks to try to help you? Listen, no offense to any of these lumberjacks, but they can all try to get in my way, and I'll go through all of them. Matt, there's nothing that you can say that's going to stop me from beating you and taking that cruiserweight belt. And Matt Hardy, Justin, he kicks Taz in the balls and then runs through the lumberjacks to escape Taz. And Taz, you know, by the time he recovers and gets past the lumberjacks who are all just standing around, Matt flees. Matt's gone.
These lumberjacks suck.
These particular lumberjacks, you know, they listen. They let Matt escape.
Are they all? I don't know. They stink. Oh my god!
We come
Get
on down
these
the ring.
fuckers off my show. Where the fuck is Punk?
The NWO come down to the ring, and Hulk Hogan, Nash, and Hall, they go, now which one of the NWO, brother, are going to challenge CM Punk for the TV title tonight? And as they're like play rock, paper, scissors, Sting's music hits. Sting comes down the ring, and he says, Hogan, no disrespect to any of you. Listen, three of you have nothing but love for, nothing but respect. And listen, as a former member of the NWO, it just so happens that I have here the $1 Million Championship that allows me to buy in to a championship match. And, well, since we're having an NWO Open Challenge to CM Punk, I think I'm going to take that challenge now. And Hulk Hogan, Nash, and Hall, they're looking around at each other, but they're stoked for their friend. And they said, you know what, brother? You got it. And they all too sweet each other. They go, CM Punk, tonight you're going to defend the TV title against Sting, brother. And the three of them, they roll out of the ring, and CM Punk comes down to the ring. We got Sting versus CM Punk for the TV championship, Justin. And in our main event, due to interference from Hollywood, Hogan, Sting defeats CM Punk in 15-20 with a Scorpion Deathlock and wins the World Television Championship.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Sting wins the TV title. As Thunder ends. Oh no, I lied. We go backstage, Justin. They're about to wrap up, and then the announcers are like, "Oh my God, we've got breaking news backstage!" And they go to backstage, and we see Bill Goldberg and The Rock having a fist fight backstage.
Ooh, fist fight.
A fist fight. They're brawling.
What are they doing? Fist fighting.
They're getting into a fight backstage.
What the hell?
We don't know what happened. We don't know what caused this. We don't know what provoked it. But these two men are going at it.
What do you think? What do you think? Like, The Rock says, your cooking sucks? You think that provoked it?
I feel like that could be it, right?
Could be.
Could be. As we get a 70. I did something wrong.
Yep, your angles.
Too many segments. That'll do it. But nonetheless, that was Thunder.
These deflate you. They fucking.
Yeah, getting 70s really bummed me out. But hey, that's the game. That's on me.
We'll see you for the go homes.